It's funny, too. When I hear Armchair Expert, I picture an armchair.
Yeah.
Like, just visually.
A lazy boy like I sit in, or more of a traditional?
I feel so lucky that I've gotten to be in the armchair universe, like, in the space.
Yeah.
You truly, I think, are one of the reasons that podcasts are a very important industry now. You personally changed what is possible in the podcast space.
Yeah, well, thank you for all that. I obviously felt late. There were already some really great people ahead of me. Chris Hardwick, Rogan was already gigantic. There were Mark Maron. So I actually felt late getting into it. But it has grown, tenfold since we started almost 7 years ago. So, yeah, it is huge now. But I also do think it's a good punchline. It's a funny punchline, podcaster. And we had this crazy experience this year. For the podcast, we got invited to hang out with Bill Gates for a week in India and go to all of his different projects. And we were meeting with, like, ministers of agriculture and other billionaires. And everywhere we went, Bill Gates would have his own placard, and then Monica and I had these name tags that said podcaster on it. And we just kept thinking, what do these people think we're doing here? And it was very comical to us.
I think, though, that you have changed what that occupation is. It is a serious and important business now. So I commend you, because you are a pioneer of why podcasts are a real thing. In fact, didn't you, just get bought by Wondery and Amazon?
Well, not bought, but yes, we are now, our new home is Wondery, which is really exciting because they've pushed us to do video, which we've started doing now.
Okay, how do you feel about that? First of all, everyone, we want to do a giveaway. Everyone here is going to get a 1-year subscription to Wondery.
Yes, free. And so now you can listen ad-free and watch us on video, and there's a bunch of fun stuff that comes with that.
How does, the video component feel?
Yeah.
Are you feeling like, no, I'm going to be me, I'm going to do this business as usual, and they're just going to film it?
Well, I was nervous initially that we would get self-conscious, but we've done a bunch now, and it feels great. It's it's working beautifully, and I'm liking it. Other than the fact that I thought I was done putting on makeup. But now we're on video, so now I am doing my own makeup. So I am doing makeup, and I'm doing it myself, and I'm not good at it. So that's...
What products are you using?
My wife set me up with just a real simple bronzer gang. I'm just powdering up with a bronzer. Well, there's us in face masks. She's in charge of my dermatological health in general. And then I just have a matte powder to make me not shiny. So it's just a lot of dusting with a brush. And then I go in
Do you clean your brushes?
No, I don't. I'm not. Am I supposed to? What do you clean it with? Alcohol? I'm sober.
By the way, I know. Me too. Remember, neither of us drink. It's like poison to me. It makes me act like a full-blown...
Fun person? I'm teasing.
I know.
That was a sober joke.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Too much fun. Can I get involved in your beauty routine?
God, I would love it. I need some help for sure, because I'm just figuring it out.
I'd like to get you a little mirror that maybe lights up so you can see.
This is a good segue, because I've recently been complaining about, I'm about to turn 50, as you know.
What month?
January.
February.
A lot of claps could be gratuitous, but that one actually is a warranted clap, because I almost didn't make it to 50. So that one I'm going to take, that clap. That is a celebration. But what I've been complaining about...
I didn't think I would make it this far.
I know. Neither of us should be sitting here. But the point is...
No, we shouldn't. And yet we are. It's a miracle.
It's a great joke. I have been complaining because as I've been getting older, daily more and more hair is sprouting up everywhere. It's like the ocean. It's just coming and coming, and every day I'm like, what is this? And my kids are like, Dad, you have hair growing out of here. And so...
Do they pluck it?
I got a razor that I let them go at my back with. It's no one would want to see this production.
Is it like an electric
Yeah, it's
razor?
electric.
Oh.
Yeah. The point is, I've been complaining so much that I feel like half of my day now is just grooming myself so I don't look like a werewolf. And as I've complained out loud about this, every woman I know has been like, yeah, welcome to being a woman. This is what we've been doing from the jump, nonstop grooming.
Yep.
So, and now I'm doing my makeup. I'm learning to do that.
You're tweezing, you're plucking, you're
Yes,
shaving.
I'm pruning and...
So who have you, because when people say, like, who's your favorite guest? I go blank. Like, I'm like, oh, yes, there are some. Like, was there someone in particular for you that you loved growing up and then you got to talk to them?
My mom is one that people that listen really love the most. She's has the most incredible story of raising us in marriages and trauma, and she was so honest and confident in telling it, and I think it was really empowering for a lot of women that heard it. Once I was interviewing her and that muscle memory kicked in, I found myself having follow-up questions that I wouldn't have as a son that I had as an interviewer.
Yes.
And the one thing that I had never asked her, which was kind of hard to ask her, but, you know, she had an abusive relationship with my first stepdad. And I said to her, you're such a gangster. You built your own house and you built a business and you're so tough. It's hard for me to imagine. You're not my stereotype for someone that would end up in that relationship. Like, how did that happen to you? And she said, you know, I had such shame about getting divorced from your father. And I was so embarrassed in front of my family that now I was in another thing and I was going to have to fail at that again. And the amount of shame that I felt, I was willing to just stay in it. I was willing to do that because the idea of admitting I had failed again was too much. And I was like, oh my God, I never even put that together. Also, like, what a reminder that shame's the number one thing. Like, it's the most powerful thing. If you can avoid shame, you'll probably do anything. So that was like really revealing, and I don't think I would ever thought to ask her that. Well, hello there, friend.
Michelle, come on up, Dougie.
Just come in.
And I know that episode you're talking about. I think we talked about it when I came on. It's so powerful, and I wish that for people. Like, you don't have to be in this job to say, you know what, I'd love to have a conversation with one of my parents. Like, you are your own person. I am not coming at this as your child. I'd like to get to know you in a different way. And then I think you're actually going to get all the stuff that you might need as the child.
I just want you to know, I did not steer peanut butter with my hands. I feel like I need to mention that to folks because this dog is having a meal on my hands. And they're pretty clean. I don't know what you found, but you found something, didn't you? What is that?
He's saying that he loves you.
Oh, my God, we're already there.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, I get in trouble for physical proximity on this show.
I just heard this. I wasn't aware of it. So please tell me what the criticism is.
I guess a lot of people say, like, you're too touchy.
Okay.
About me.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, that's so, talk about shame and embarrassment. I'm like horrified when I hear that, and yet I can't stop.
Right.
Like,
it's kind of who you are. It is helpful that you're average size lady.
Yes, that's true.
If you were like my size, manhandling everyone, it might be a little different. So, you know, you might have a freedom I don't.
Do you ever have the urge to touch people?
To manhandle the people?
Especially when they come on your show. And you guys are
I do.
These...
We're similar. You and I are very similar. We're very touchy. We're very love addicty.
Yes.
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 Ding, ding, ding. We talked about that.
Yeah.
And
now I'm petting both of you.
I am saved by the fact that I'm across the room from my guests, which is probably a blessing. Well, but I think you have my permission to touch me. Yes, yes.
Well, also, I love your wife.
I consent. Yeah.
I love your wife. And I think you guys have really amazing couple goals, you know, as someone who looks, you know, at your willingness to share your life and love. It seems very real, very humorous. You guys talk about how you work on things.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see you around.
There's no veneer with you guys, which I love. And I'm sure there's a whole life you have that no one is privy to, of course.
Yes.
One must...
There's rumors.
Is there? Is there good rumors?
There was the most exciting tabloid story that we were...
Hold that thought, because we have to cut to a quick commercial. But when we get back, we're going to reveal the craziest rumor that Dax has ever heard about himself and his wife, Kristen Bell. I'm just saying swingers? Okay, we'll be right back.